I think my entire life it's always been about trying to see how good I can get, without putting a limitation on what that might be, and without limiting myself to believing that this is my best. The first time I ever stepped on a golf course, I was probably 3.5. That was the first time my dad ever went to the golf course. And yeah, my dad served in the Indian Army as a doctor. Thanks to that, I had access to a lot of golf courses in India, because most of the golf courses are owned by the defense services between the Army, Navy and Air Force. So I was lucky that way that I got exposed to the sport. Well, I think my mom's kind of like the stabilizer, the foundation right through my life. She's been, she's a professor in English literature, loves to teach, and has always been there off the golf course whenever I've needed her. So, like I said, my dad served in the army, and one of the things that comes along with that is that you move every 2.5 to 3 years. So I grew up playing on various army courses from far west to east to south to the middle of the country. But when I got serious about my golf, I moved to Bangalore, where my coach Vijay Devecha is based in Eagleton, and I was about 17.5 back then. I lived there, I practiced there, I played there, and I worked on getting better there. So that's kind of like my second home, and it's a very special place for me. Today you have a lot of kids preparing to become professional golfers from 10 or 12 years of age. It wasn't the case with me. It kind of just happened. Like when I went back this year to play the Indian Open, I had never seen so many kids come out to an Indian Open before. What we do for a living is hard, and we do it, most of us, primarily for selfish reasons. You're trying to do the best you can for your family or your career. But when that affects the aspirations or the imagination of kids in the next generation back home, it gives you more. It gives you a bigger purpose. I think for me, the importance of playing the Olympics, it outweighs a lot of the other factors that some of the other players are taking into consideration, which are quite valid. But as a sport in India, golf is not huge. The Olympics as a sporting spectacle is huge, and to have golf as a part of the Olympics gives me a great chance, a great opportunity to actually go out there and play my heart out for my country, which is again something that you don't get to do often, and actually making a difference to how people may perceive the sport back in India, because so many people are watching. So that for me is way more important than anything else.